Well, we meet again. It is I, the D. We are playing with the D and watching these realms, and this is about the Immortal Codex. Are you ready? Is your body ready? I know I am. Why don't we take a look at what's in store? They have some info on the Discord, on the old Disky Googie, about it. There's also a video about it we're going to check out. I'm very excited. I like boss rushes. I like boss challenges. I like that kind of stuff. It's really cool. All new feature in Watcher of Realms, the Immortal Codex, a prison jailing despicably evil demons, has been unlocked. And a horde of malevolent forces intently awaits the commander's first move. Finish campaign stage N84 to unlock the all-new Immortal Codex feature. Brand new mechanics. Each boss has two forms. First, starting with their regular form, then enraging into a final form, also known as the boss rush phase. In this mode, commanders must test their limits, assemble their teams strategically to maximize their DPS output, and earn higher scores to claim more abundant rewards. You've got your A, S, plus, SS, and SSS rankings. New bosses. Conqueror. Conquerors summon armies of monsters to assault the Soul Core. Although Conquerors cannot be attacked directly, their HP is linked with the units they summon, so by attacking its summons, you can damage the Conqueror. Recommended heroes. The key to overcoming the Conqueror is to pulverize its summons with damage. Use ground-based heroes with powerful AoE attack abilities to eliminate summons swiftly. Additionally, be sure to deploy ground healers to raise your team's durability. So, do what you always do. Ground and pound. The Wasteland Titan possesses extremely high defense, is immune to all debuffs and crowd control while attacking. Inflicts a healing reduction. Among the various heroes, only Iona could deal effective damage to it. Ensure the survival of both Iona and her clones to achieve victory. Recommended heroes. Due to the Wasteland Titan's potent AoE damage abilities and healing reduction effects, heroes with AoE heal, dispelling abilities, and damage shields are invaluable to countering its strengths. Shielding. Who's a time-limited hero that does the best shields in the game? Lord of Styx activates his Soul Keeper shield periodically, which can only be broken with an intense barrage of attacks. Break this shield as swiftly as possible to weaken the Lord of Styx. Failing to do so will result in taking devastating damage from the Lord of the Styx. Recommended heroes. To deal crushing damage to the Lord of the Styx, prioritize breaking its shield as quickly as possible. However, note that the shield's durability increases with each activation. Heroes with high frequency attack are crucial for securing victory and achieving top scores. Who has a high frequency of attack? Why, could it be the Meteor Mage? Alistair? That is it. That is the info available for the new feature of the Immortal Codex. Okay. I gotta warn you guys. All right. I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller here too. Bring myself down. Okay. You think my voice acting's bad? Wait until you hear this. But this video that you might have missed because it gets kind of buried, you know, it's also not even really easy to find the Watcher of Realms official YouTube channel, which is kind of funny. But this is a short video that they did from the Watcher of Realms Academy to teach you on what's going on with the Immortal Codex. So why don't we tune in and take a little gander and see what we got here. Hopefully the volume is not going to be parabolic.
Everyone, welcome to a new session of the Watchers Academy. Get ready for the release of the exciting Immortal Codex feature. Numerous formidable bosses are about to take the stage, unveiling new mechanics and posing tough challenges. Join us in this session to dive into all of the details. In this session...
So those are virtually the bosses that we just discussed, right? So here's some key stratagems.
We'll touch on two main points. Feel free to navigate to any part of the video you may be interested in. 1. Gameplay. Once you've completed campaign stage NA-4, you'll gain access to the Immortal.
So it's a little bit of what you've done, it's a little bit of what you haven't done, and it's a little bit of what you will do.
Codex. The Immortal Codex features multiple bosses for you to fight. However, before challenging the boss stages, you must defeat the corresponding common stages.
Good to know. Got to work your way up to the boss battle. I like the recommended BP being low. There must be varying degrees of difficulty.
Each boss has two forms.
This reminds me of Tide, the entire concept. The fact that you can't hit the Conqueror, the fact that he just summons waves after waves of enemies. I like that because I have said before, Tide is one of my favorite modes. It just feels like something that could be more utilized, and here we are.
Starting with their regular form and then escalating to their rampage form, also known as the boss rush phase. During this phase, the bosses will unleash their full might upon you, and the damage you deal during this phase will be converted into points. So, keep challenging yourself to outdo your previous attempts and
if you have
immerse yourself
epilepsy,
in the
I'm
rush
sorry.
of the Immortal Codex. Remember, better scores translate to better rewards.
So, I'm truly hoping that 350 diamonds isn't the actual reward for doing the absolute best that you can on a thing, because the time that it takes to get that amount of points is probably not worth 350 diamonds. We'll see when everything is actually released. As it says in the bottom right, please check the actual content in-game. This is all promotional material.
At the end of the challenge, your highest score determines your
I like the sight of those. Hey, we like crystals, am I right?
global ranking, as well as
Yeah,
the
gold.
rewards you receive.
Better be fucking
Every
millions
boss
of gold.
introduces unique mechanics, which may require a meticulous...
All right, hey, let's take a look at that, though. Unending Maelstrom. After entering the boss rush phase, the Conqueror will open the colossal Nether Gate and summon a tremendous number of formidable subordinates. All right, so you can take a look at your ranking. You can take a look at your rewards. It'll show you the skills that he uses. That's really cool. That's cool stuff. When the Conqueror enters the battlefield, he will open the Nether Gate and summon his former subordinates to return. So it's just kind of quickly going over his skills.
Which may require a meticulous...
Here's its recommended heroes. Looks like we can only bring 6. Noted.
Positioning strategy. So, how can one successfully take these bosses on and earn...
Now, this is the one where he uses the clones of Iona. I wonder how well having Iona would actually do.
Earn better scores. 2. Boss analysis. Conqueror challenge. Conquerors summon numerous monsters to assault the Soul Crystal. Though Conquerors cannot be attacked directly, their HP is shared with the monsters they summon. So, by attacking the monsters, you can damage the Conqueror. Summoned monsters will receive buffs in intervals. Therefore, you need to defeat them as quickly as possible. During
Whoops.
the boss rush phase...
Forgot when you hold down the button, it fast forwards now. So basically, it's a wave. This one's a wave attack. The other one is a sustainability attack. These are just the various ways to build your teams. So you've got to go one that's glass cannon, you got to go one that's full protect, and then I haven't really figured out what the third one is yet.
Your hero's attack speed will be greatly
Oh, that's right,
increased.
just continuous
However,
damage.
both the
So
frequency and
that would be the
quantity
glass
of
cannon
monsters
one. And
summoned
then you need
will
one
also
that's
be
capable of
increased.
doing
Hence,
defense
the
and
key to defeating
offense,
the
which is
Conqueror
tied.
lies in overwhelming the monsters with your DPS. To achieve that, one may consider deploying heroes with AoE damage abilities. Unfortunately, due to terrain restrictions, only ground-based heroes can be deployed for this challenge. So, we recommend fighters like Ardea, Cyrus, and Valkyra, who excel in dealing devastating AoE damage.
Man, having Ardea for this would be truly legendary. That chick is one of the ultimate fighters of all time.
If your team has no healers, it is advisable to include a defender like Constance or Mariel, capable of providing sustained healing to the team and ensuring your team's
We've got
survival.
Constance.
Heroes from the Sacrifice schools such as Cerberus and Atrox are also excellent choices when challenging Conquerors. Wasteland Titan Challenge. The Wasteland Titan has extremely high defense and is also immune to all debuffs and CC effects.
So this is the sustain. This is the one where you have to stay alive. Just like Gear Raid 2. It's mostly built around staying alive.
Moreover, its attack can inflict an anti-healing status. Among the heroes, only Iona can deal effective damage to it. The Wasteland Titan can inflict powerful AoE damage and an anti-healing effect. In order to counter it, sufficient healing and strategic...
So this actually answers my own question as well. We won't be placing our own Iona because it looks like this is only allowing you to place endurance units or healers.
Spells must be kept up. In the boss rush phase, your heroes will gain a surge in attack speed and rage regen, and the Wasteland Titan will only unleash AoE damage skills. Iona, who also gains enhancements, brings 6 clones into the battle. Each clone can inflict substantial damage on the Wasteland Titan, but the Wasteland Titan's attack also intensifies over time. Therefore, keeping up the HP of Iona and her clones is critical to achieving higher scores. Considering the Wasteland Titan's attack inflicts anti-healing, it is essential to include at least one healing hero.
What's up with this? Why is... I mean, I get why she's over there overall. Like, she's going to hit 2, but she would do better right here. She would hit 3 of them. Just some tips for later.
Who is also proficient in dispelling, such as Elowin or Maiden. In cases where healing is limited, the strategic sacrifice
Did they just pronounce her name as Maiden?
of clones positioned on the sides can help keep the DPS of the remaining clones going. Alternatively, heroes capable of providing robust shields such as Vortex can be deployed to avoid casualties in situations
Vortex and Gwendolyn.
where healing is insufficient, thereby increasing the overall potential of your team. Lord of Styx Challenge. The Lord of Styx will periodically
Continuous damage challenge. Let's call it what it is.
activate his Soul Keeper shield, which can only be shattered after enduring a barrage of attacks. Once broken, the Lord enters a state of vulnerability. However, failing to break the Soul Keeper shield in time will result in the Lord inflicting lethal damage on all the heroes in battle.
Get wrecked!
As you progress into the boss rush phase, your heroes' attacks carry a fixed lifesteal effect, replenishing their HP based on a percentage of their maximum HP. But beware,
Okay, so your glass cannons will heal over time.
the Lord of Styx's AoE damage becomes considerably more potent during this phase. Since the Soul Keeper shield is activated repeatedly, the number of attacks required to break it and the vulnerability multiplier both increase. In simpler terms,
Ah, okay. Didn't notice that. So that's a vulnerability multiplier, meaning that we got to get that down or it goes up. I'm not sure.
shield grows thicker while the damage inflicted by
Ah,
heroes
right, yeah,
after
we gotta
breaking
bring it down.
escalates as well.
Got it.
To achieve a high score, it's crucial to deploy heroes with fast attacks, such as Setram, Salazar, Calypso, and Hatsut, in order to quickly
I have
shatter
only
shields.
Calypso.
Alternatively, Salazar and Daimos can deal high burst DPS during the boss's vulnerability status through their multi-strike attack.
We
while
got
the lifesteal
Deimos,
buff
though.
keeps their HP robust throughout the demanding boss rush phase. Bear
And
in
we have
mind that
Valyria.
the heroes recommended in this session are but some of the options available for handling bosses. We strongly encourage all commanders to explore and experience the new mode for yourself.
This is
once
exciting.
it's
I'm going to
live,
enjoy this
to
a
build
lot.
your own team and to hone your own tactics. All right, now let's take a look at practical tips for the Immortal.
All right, so here you go. Key strategies. When fighting the Conqueror, try selecting several ground heroes with decent range to make use of the obstacles laid out on the map. When fighting the Wasteland Titan, some of the clones on the edge of the map can be sacrificed when your healers can't keep up. The Lord of Styx shield increases rapidly during his boss rush stage. Prioritizing your team's attack rotation to break through it is the key to earning a high score. Placement strategy, compromise and endurance strategy, battle of attrition, sustained attack, challenge. That's what these are. Are you ready? My body is beyond ready. I am more ready than I've ever been. That I'm so excited. I'm just going to turn my webcam off. But that is the Immortal Codex, okay? It starts tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. So buckle up, Bonsai. She's a coming. And that will be all for this particular video. And as always, like what you saw, leave a comment. Let me know. Come by a few times. Subscribe. What are you thinking? Doesn't take anything but a button click. Clicky, clicky. Everybody else, you know you're great. You're amazing. You have a good rest of your day. And thanks for tuning into the D and playing with me, watching these realms. Till next time.